Speaking evaluation. How to build your own computer. First of all, the cabinet has to be bought. Inside of it, all the hardware will be mounted. Second, the power supply has to be mounted on the chassis of the cabinet. This metal box will give energy to all the system. Once the power supply is mounted, the screws must be placed to hold it. After that, the processor has to be placed on the motherboard. The processor can be mounted on once the motherboard is placed on the chassis, but it's recommendable to do it before that. Then, the pins must be inserted on the socket slots. Don't put too much pressure while you are inserting it. Next, the thermal paste should be placed on the processor to avoid overheating. After that, to place the motherboard, it needs to be aligned with the metal chassis of the cabinet. Once the board is placed, it must be reinforced with screws. Next, the RAM memory has to be placed over the slots on the motherboard. The size of RAM depends of each person. Next, the motherboard has to be connected to the power supply very carefully. After that, the graphic card must be placed on the correct slot. It doesn't matter if we don't put a GPU. Next, all internal devices like HDD and HDD have to be placed in the slots. Then, all the cables must be ordered inside of the cabinet using elastic bands. After that, the cabinet has to be closed and all the screws must be placed to hold it. Finally, the cable of the power supply needs to be connected to an electric source and then turn on your computer.